from the graves.
Oh, and I interviewed a comedian, Craig Gass, who does
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of impersonations on the Howard Stern show, and it was great because he did a Lars impersonation. So it was like I was interviewing his Lars.
Yeah.
Is unbelievable.
Do you have any clip of that?
I don't have. Unfortunately,
I mean, like him doing it in general, not with you. But
I gave that guy ibuprofen because I met him at Sirius and he had a headache. And I was like, I can take care of that for you.
How proud you are of that.
I know.
I know this secret remedy. I have this thing. It's called ibuprofen. I don't know if you know
it's ibuprofen 600. You have to have a prescription for it.
Well, then.
That's right.
So here's a little him doing Lars on Howard Stern.
Okay. Can't you talk to him for me?
No.
You didn't?
No, that didn't happen.
What a career suicide, though. Here's Jason, who's in one of the most successful bands in the world. I would say to myself, you know what?
Oh, wait, no, this is actually Lars. Hold on.
I was going to say, that's a real good impression.
You're the only comedian to open for Metallica?
Yes.
No.
And
what happened there?
Well, it was the result of a prank phone call. The way it happened the first time was really a trip. I was in St. Louis driving to go do his show. And I'd been hanging out with him on the air all week. And he'd been making fun of the new Metallica record every day, the Saint Anger record at the time. And I get to his studio, and on the way there, I hear that Lars Ulrich had heard that there was a guy in St. Louis ripping on the record, and he called him. He just cold called the guy and said, "Hey, man, so why are you making fun of my record, man?" And he goes, "Oh, dude, well, here's the reason." And they started having an on-air debate about it. Knowing that he had an exclusive, he kept Lars on the phone live for about an hour.
That's great. No
commercials, no music, and no delay. Mm-mm. And Lars was cursing every 5 words. And so I get in the studio and I go, "Hey, dude, your show is going to end. Am I coming in or what?" And he goes, "I don't know how to get rid of this guy. I can't get him off the phone." So we have a discussion about how to get rid of Lars while Lars is on the air to St. Louis. And then finally my buddy goes, "Hey, okay, I know, but I know." That sounds great. Okay, let me just cut you off for 1 second. For those of you just joining the broadcast, we have Lars Ulrich on the phone from his house in San Francisco. And Lars, you're not going to believe this. We have a couple of guests in the studio, and he started waving me to the microphone, and I go, "I know." He goes, "We have Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons from Kiss are in the studio, and apparently they're mad at you." And Lars goes, "Dude, is that really Lars? Is that Paul and Gene?" "Yeah, it is. Guys, say hi."
"Hey, Lars, it's Paul Stanley. And this is Gene Simmons from Kiss. Now, I'm going to get right to the point, Lars. A lot of people steal from Kiss. You know it, I know it, and everybody knows it. But I think on the new Metallica record, I think you've gone a little too far. I'll give you a perfect example. Name one song on the new Metallica record that's totally original. One song, any song." And Lars goes, "Dude, I think most of the songs are pretty original. I don't. Right, but if you had to name one song, what song would it be?" "I guess if you had to pick one song, it'd probably be..." And he gave me a song title, and I said, "That's a great song, Lars, but I'm going to be honest with you. I liked it a lot better the first time I heard it when it was called Beth." And he goes, "How do you get Beth in the middle of a town song? Doesn't even make any sense. What are you talking about?" And then he started debating on air for 5 minutes with a fake Paul Stanley and a fake Gene Simmons, and Christopher Walken is next door, and he wants to talk to you. "Do you mind talking to him for a minute?" "Is that really Christopher Walken?" "It is, Lars, and I'll tell you why I want to talk to you. It's because not only do I love Metallica, I love cocaine, and you guys go perfectly with cocaine." And then he started talking to Christopher Walken about cocaine, and Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons about why they hated him. And then they said, Phil Anselmo's here from Pantera." "Yeah, that's right, brother. Hey, let me tell you something." And then they go, "Hey, Sam Kinison is here." And Lars goes, "Dude, didn't that guy die 10 years ago?" "Yeah, I did, buddy, but listen, I don't know if you remember this, but I actually left some blow at your house." "Oh, you jerk! Where is it?" And Lars goes, "Dude, how?" And they go, "Actually, it's a comedian. I'm sorry. His name's Craig." And they go, "Lars, I'm sorry. This wasn't my idea. He told me to do it. And I respect you, man. And please, I hope you have a sense of humor." And he goes, "Dude, are you going to be in St. Louis when we get there to do our show?" And I go, "No, I live in New York, so I'm not going to be here." And he goes, "Well, next time you come to a Metallica show, definitely look me up because I'd love to hang out with you sometime." And that alone was like, how cool is that? And I was like, "Thank you, man. That's so cool." He hangs up, and I'm like, "Oh, I got this great story with me now." A week later,
Gary Delabate, who's the producer of the show I was working at, comes up to me and goes,
"Hi, Craig. It's Gary Delabate. Listen, so I just got on the phone with a guy from Elektra Records, and apparently there's one of the guys in Metallica wants to get a hold of you. I don't know why.
Okay, so we got it.